Okay, well, let's get this started. Let's take that down. We are going to unbox this Hot Toys, brand new, unexpected delivery. Well, I mean, it was expected for quite a few months. This thing has been delayed and hadn't arrived, and then suddenly, unannounced, it suddenly arrived today. So I headed down to my local shop. Shout out to the amazing folks at Memory Lane Comics in Wilmington, North Carolina. Great people, great shops. If you're in Wilmington, go visit, go hang out, go support them. Support your local shop. Always, particularly when they're a great shop. Make sure you support them. But they let me know that this thing finally came in just what, 1 week, week and a half after the Darth Maul finally came in. We unboxed the Darth Maul prior to this, and now the Ahsoka Tano from the Clone Wars is here. So I'm going to move little Ahsoka out of the way, and we're going to try and get into this box. I might be smart about this and actually move the Darth Maul that came, just to get him out of the way. So sorry, Maul. Just like Palpatine treated you, we're pushing you to the side in favor of someone else. So yeah, let's crack into this. Let's get this mouse out of the way. We're gonna open the tape on this. There's no good way to do this. Let's see. Just won't be cutting the tape on camera. But trust me, I'm cutting tape right now with a box cutter. Not my favorite thing to do. Okay. Not a big fan of box cutters. Okay, we have got that open. So let's take this thing out of the main sleeve. We got a little cardboard insert, of course, to protect the box. So sliding this out. Ta-da! Let's pan this up just a little bit. Look at that. Got ourselves an Ahsoka Tano. I mean, with her robe. Yeah, it's a big box, so it's a little difficult to get this all in frame at the same time. But we're gonna now take this thing out of the plastic. Yeah, this is one of those ones that try to have been a bit pickier and choosier about the Hot Toys that I get. But once I saw this, then knew I had to get. So is this? Oh, that's separate. Okay. So I thought this band here actually wrapped around the whole box, but it does not. So let's open this up and see what we can see. Oh, I got another insert right here. Ahsoka in action. That wants to fall out. Be nice and super awkward. Yada-da-dee. Okay, well, let's take a look at this figure then. Nice to see all these action shots, but let's see it actually in the package. Okay, well, we got a little bit dislodged. I think that's the communicator. Yeah, we got communicator. We got some holograms to attach to the communicator. We've got Anakin. I'm assuming that's Obi-Wan. And Yoda. I mean, clearly Yoda. What's great about this is it includes a lot of, since it's got the blue lightsabers from Season 7 of Clone Wars. We've got a ton of extra hands for all of our posing needs. We've got the cloak that she has at the end of Season 7. So we're going to take this out of... I hope this thing comes with a dynamic stand, which Maul unfortunately did not come with. Because I had wanted to pose these things hanging like they were in mid-jump, which you really can't do without their dynamic stand. That's the one that has the metal gooseneck to it, which I'm thinking this thing doesn't have either. Come on, Hot Toys. You're charging more for less. Give us that gooseneck stand. I want to buy some janky aftermarket gooseneck stand. Okay, so in the outer case we have our extra hands. We've got the dual lightsabers, just for holding. I'm assuming that these blades are removable. I'm pretty sure she has the light up feature. I would expect. Maul had the light up feature, that she does. And that's the in motion blades. Well, no, she doesn't have a swappable arm. Maybe she doesn't have the light up feature that Maul has. That'd be weird. Huh. Okay, we're going to set the hands and the blades aside for now. Yeah, Maul had the swappable arm that has the lightsaber hilt attached. Let's see, a good way to display this without the glare. Now, all these bits are going to come falling out. So there's the communicator. I don't want that to fall out. This is the little tool to adjust the eyes, because this is one of the characters that has the adjustable eyes. And there's our cloak. Yeah, it doesn't seem like she has the LED arms. So her lightsaber would glow. Huh. Yeah, so there's hologram Yoda, which I would assume, yeah, attaches that little hole inside the communicator, or the comm. That's Anakin. And so this is... Oh no! I dropped Obi-Wan. There we go. It's pulling this stuff out at an angle that everything's going to jump out of is not the best. There is Obi-Wan. Can't really focus too well on that. Thermal detonator. She certainly isn't as feature-laden as Maul. Bit disappointed in that, but... Okay, well, let's take Ahsoka out. And what we got back here is a stand that I am not going to use. Just your standard Hot Toys stand. And there's the bracket back there. Alright, let's move this out of the way. And take a look at Ahsoka proper. Let's go ahead and take all of this protective what's-it over here. Like, they did a very good job of capturing the animated Ahsoka, but also a younger version of Rosario Dawson-ish, to at least evoke the fact that this could fit in with the eventual Mandalorian So you get a little bit more lighting so you can see. A little bit better. Get those eyes reflecting. Because there certainly is a Mandalorian version of Ahsoka coming. Well, this is always the difficult part. So what I'm thinking, to make this easier, is just get a pair of scissors. So I'm going to stand Ahsoka right there. Cut off the little plastic protectors on the arms and the legs. I mean, I certainly would have liked if it had the option of the electronic lightsaber, although I generally don't use them just because it runs off batteries. And what are you going to leave it on all the time? And by all the time, I mean a couple of hours before the battery goes dead. And they're usually very difficult to turn on and off. Although having exposed arms, I would think that Ahsoka's probably would have been. You know, I wonder now if the reason they didn't do the option, I have to check to see if the Rey figures have it, is that it's too thin an arm to house the electronics for the batteries and I bet that's it. That it's just not wide enough to have the batteries in the arm for doing the electronic. Because I'll show you on the mall, but generally this lower arm, and this is also the rubber covering on the arms, so you have the seamless arms, so you can't actually swap these out. Yeah, well, I can see why they didn't do the electronics now. Oh well. It's cool for about a half second when you see it. And then like, well, I really can't display this. Get this off. Okay. Well, now we have Ahsoka out. Let's see if we can actually get her to stand and get some life into this pose. That isn't an out-of-the-box pose. Yeah, let me show you the communicator. Yeah, and I like having them. I don't know how often I use them, but yeah, you just take the whatever hologram you want and plug it into the communicator, and she can hold it. See if she can talk to Obi-Wan. There you go, like that. Nice little feature. Although, of course, she'd probably be talking to Anakin about shenanigans. Shenanigan. Oh. Let's see. So, let's see what our lightsaber options are. We certainly have less than we would otherwise, considering we do not have, as I said, the electronic option. So again, we have our in-motion blade. There's the long blade, and there's the short blade. There's just the blades and the hilts, so you would swap out the long or the short blade for the in-motion blade if you wanted an action pose for in-motion. Let's open this up with our alternate hands. Yeah, certainly compared to Maul, she is a lot less feature-laden, or bonus stuff, but there's Her long lightsaber is gifted to her by Anakin in season 7 of the Clone Wars. Long and short. I mean, they're very nice. Lightsabers are very nice. And yeah, so you just... I mean, that comes out pretty darn easy to swap the in-motion blade in. Let's see if we can get some, you know, I bet if I turn the light off, we can get some glow out of this. Let's try that. Let's get the light going. I mean, they're made to glow. Whoop. I mean, I'm just happy this Ahsoka has finally arrived. After how long it took. So I'm not... Since there's no dynamic stand, I'm probably not going to be able to do the posing I had wanted to. So, I won't even bother with doing the in-motion blades. Let's see what hands we have. We have nice little command or force hand. We've got... I mean, this is a pretty loose lightsaber. That can't be her lightsaber hand. That's not gonna... You know what? That's the hand to cup the... That fits a little more tightly. Whoop! A lot of dropping. But yeah, that fits that a little more tightly for the hologram communications. Here's our lightsaber hands. So we got... They're flexible, so you can get a nice tight grip of the lightsaber hilt in there. We got a fist. And then obviously we're going to need another lightsaber hand for her left. Let's see how easily this lightsaber goes in here. So I think Ahsoka is what? Long on the right? Very difficult to do with the camera here. I mean, compared to how some of these figures, how loose the hands were when it came to holding blades in the past, I mean, some just, they practically fall right out. To actually have a nice, I mean, that's a solid grip on that blade. Yeah, let's see. Actually, let's see how we access the eyes. So the eyes will adjust. Oh, she's got... I'm assuming the head pops off somewhat easily. Let's see. Well, she's got more of the... I might have to take a good... You know what? I'm going to be smart about this. I'm going to actually look at the directions. I mean, I'm pretty sure her head pops off because it's Hot Toys. All the heads pop off. But I'm going to look at the directions. I'm smarter than the average bear. Okay, so this would tell me what I need to do with that head. Is there directions? Okay, so you pull the montrails off. And then you can adjust the eyes. Okay, well, it's good I didn't try yanking that head off when I didn't need to. So it shows us pulling backwards, right? Oh, no, the face plate comes off. Well, good. Okay, so this comes off. Oh, well, I guess you have to take the whole head off. So let me pull this head off. Do this off camera. Okay, well, that's the head off. I mean, the materials are all nice. The fabric, very sheer. It certainly is that kind of fabric that makes you feel like you could tear it very easily if you did something wrong. So we're going to take that out. That's just to prevent rubbing in shipment. So now we have our head off. Now we should be able to pull this face out. Okay, that's how it comes off. And we got the ball for the neck. And then you see in here, that's what you use to adjust the eyes. Using, I mean, they want you to use the little tool, but I swear I've had no luck with this little tool. So we use that end. Well, that's a very concerned look. So, I mean, I can't really get my hand in there this time. Moles are a lot closer to the surface, so you can kind of adjust them with your hand, with your finger if you need to, but I mean, I like the... Is it a gimmick? Sure. Is it better than sometimes getting misaligned eyes? Like that. You can do a nice little looking off to the side. And know that you can adjust it at any point. That's also the nice thing about it. But I think I would probably just keep it in a standard pose. Yeah, but anyone who's gotten eyes that were painted slightly wonky knows that it's nice to have the ability to adjust it, or know that you just want to, in your display, do something a little more dynamic. You know, have her giving side eye to Anakin for some of that nonsense. Some of that Skywalker nonsense. Yeah, I think those are straight. Well, the good thing is, I know I can fix them later. Okay, so we... Oh, and it's magnetic as well. There's a magnet right there. Magnet right there. So this thing is not sliding out easily. Yeah, this is all sort of very flexible, sort of a hard rubber. That's good for durability. What other things is this trying to tell us in these directions? Now that's the range of motion to be careful of. Because again, it has those rubber arms. Don't get the arms in touch with sharp objects. Yeah. Don't rub the arms with thinner, benzene, alcohol, or any corrosive materials. Yeah. While we have this off, let's try doing the cloak. Because it looks like we have to do the cloak when, or the poncho, when it is, when her head is off. So let's do that. Nice material. So we got to slide that back in there. and then push her head down into it. I can tell you right now, it's not a fun fit. Okay, so you just... I don't want to break the thing. It does have a snap. But I don't know if it's a... I think it's a snap. I don't want to risk that either. Okay, well, let me see if I can get this thing in here. Oh, that's the reason it wasn't going down. I was shoving it into the actual hood rather than... I was shoving it down into this pocket rather than down to the hood itself. So, be careful of that. Okay, let's see. So that's about what they're showing. And then, oh, it's got a little bit of wire there, so you can actually contour it to the Montrails. Montrails? Confusing myself now. Okay, and then the other thing is being able to actually get that. I'm just going to do a soft set down on that, because I don't know if I want to display her with the cloak on. But yeah, so you can adjust that so it sets a little better and get that end of Season 7 of Clone Wars look. Yeah. I mean, it's nice to have options for display. But yeah, I mean, I think... Listen, it has been so long since this Ahsoka figure was announced. It's great just to finally have it. It's great that they made it. Let me... A little catch on the eyes so you can see. And you can sort of... display a little more dynamic. Let's see how this looks. I mean, it's a really nice figure. It is a nice figure. I mean, as always with Hot Toys, I haven't really seen a dud from them. You know, sometimes they're ones that aren't quite as exceptional as you come to expect. But, I mean, it's Clone Wars era Ahsoka. And I think they did a really good job on it. I really like it. Let's before we go, that's right, I just set it down. I'm real careful of that. I'm really worried about that. The arm material and tearing. So I'm going to take that cloak off now that we know how to do that. God, I'm just not going to do a hard set in there. Let's do one of the lightsabers. So I gotta bring this to where I can actually pop it out safely. And I believe it's got magnetic attachments to hang if you want to just hang the hilts on her belt. So what's great is not only do we now have an Ahsoka, but We also have now the Maul to fight. And any day now, we're going to have an Anakin, a Clone Wars Anakin, to go with that. So yeah, well, that was the unboxing of this brand new Hot Toys Ahsoka Tano. You can see the unboxing of Darth Maul. And like I was saying, he has the LED swappable lower arm. So you'd take his whole lower arm off, swap it out with a version where the hilt is actually built into it, because it runs up. There's batteries and a light feature that will light up the lightsaber. You'll see that in the video. But yeah, what I think was because the batteries, even though they're small batteries, they're just too large to have the whole mechanism in Ahsoka's arms, which are much thinner than that. So I can see why they didn't do the electronic in it. It's a shame, but still a great figure. So there we go. This is not, hi, Gouda Breeze. This is not Star Wars Celebration loot. I did not make it to Star Wars Celebration this year, sadly. Maybe the next one. Now this is loot from my local comic shop. Just picked up today. So if anyone was waiting on their Ahsoka Tano orders, they're arriving now, I guess. Completely unannounced. That they would actually, the shop, I don't even think they got a shipping notification until the last minute. And then they came even a day earlier than that. So, yeah, I rushed down because this has been so many questions of when this actually was arriving that for it to actually be real is a surprise. So, yeah, finally got the Ahsoka and the Maul. Like I said, Anakin is coming out. It's supposed to be here any day now as well. And there's, I think, 2 versions of that. There's this standard one, and there's one on the STAP vehicle, which better have a display option. I'm very disappointed, again, that these did not come with the gooseneck, the metal display arms, which is what I have my Captain Rex hanging from right now on my shelf. Because I like the ability, I would love to have posed these in fighting stances hanging on the edge of my shelf using one of those display arms, so it's super dynamic. It also frees up space on the shelf to not have a stand there or them just standing there. It would have been nice to have them in a mid-fight pose, considering, the the end of Clone Wars Season 7 and what specifically these are from. But, it's good just to have them. But come on, Hot Toys. I don't know what's going on why you're suddenly not giving us those wonderful stands. But whatever. I have to see if there's a third-party option that isn't clunky or cheap in construction. Because, it is supporting the weight of your figure. And the arms that actually clamp around it, because it usually has a little clamp that you put around the waist, are nicely padded, because you don't want anything that grips onto the costuming that's going to do any damage or leave any rub or stretch marks on the actual fabric of the piece itself, because that would be a horrible thing to do to it. But you certainly need something that's also going to grip tight and not break, because you don't want to hang a couple $100 worth of posable figure up in the air and then just have it fall. That's not good. Although these are, the blades are probably the most fragile thing on these if it were to take a tumble. But no one wants anything to break on these things. So yeah, there they are. It's great. Anakin's coming soon. I'm looking forward. So this is Hot Toys. Sideshow Collectibles are doing Clone Wars figures, but in the animated style. So these are more realistic portrayals of the animated designs. Sideshow is doing the animated style in 6 scale. So I think the first one coming from that is going to be Anakin then Obi-Wan. They still haven't announced the Clone Wars Obi-Wan in Hot Toys yet, even though they displayed them, I think, in 2019. But there's been zero announcement about when that actually is coming. But so far, Sideshow has announced Anakin, Obi-Wan, Yoda, but no Ahsoka. I don't know. So, yeah, this has been a little unboxing special. Thank you all for watching this live stream. If you would like to watch more of my Star Wars content, I hope you check out my show, Force 5. You can find them all on YouTube. There are a couple episodes available right now with great guests, in which I have a guest on, and we talk about their 5 favorite Star Wars action figures across any era, any scale, but they share what their top 5 favorites are, and we talk about them, and it's a great conversation, some great guests. Got Joseph Scrimshaw and Ken Knapsack from Force Center Podcast on there on the first 2 episodes. Then we got Norm Chan from Tested is on the episode after that. And then we got Rich Alott and Dave Myatt on a very special episode where we talk about their book on the vintage collection. So please go check that out. That's over on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Ken Plume. Check it out. Let me know what you think. And there's more episodes to come. More of these unboxing specials. I think for my birthday coming up, I'm going to be opening up some of the Star Wars figures that I have in packaging. Have a fun little unboxing session of all of those. So yeah, follow me at Ken Plume on Twitter. If you want to support, go to patreon.com/Ken Plume. And yeah, I appreciate you showing up, and we'll see you soon. From Ahsoka and Maul, goodbye. And may the Force be with you. See, I said the thing. You know, like that other thing. Hello there. I should have started with hello there. Well, bye there. Let's see, I ended with, oh, it doesn't work. Bye, everybody.